Matilda, congratulations. You're about to become one of them. Hey folks, my name's Matilda, and this is my weird, creepy story that might make you want to sleep with your mom tonight. Don't believe me? Well, just hang in there for a few more minutes. Okay, so ever since I can remember, Dad, me, and my twin brother Josh competed for literally everything.
This teddy is mine! I grabbed it first!
But I saw it first!
Don't fight, kiddos. The one who burps the loudest gets it.
Obviously, Josh's burp was louder since he ate like a pig, and the teddy went to him. Ugh, so annoying. On our way back home, Josh and I fought over the window seat, and again, Dad had a weird solution.
Let's see who can stick their head out the window and spit the farthest.
Josh won again, and I had to give up the window seat. Ugh! I hated my brother, but at least Mom loved me more. Unlike Dad, who struggled not to get fired at his job, Mom was a successful actress and super busy. I never understood why she married Dad, because they were complete opposites. So one fine day when Mom decided to leave for good, I was hardly surprised. Obviously, I chose to go with Mom while Josh stayed back with Dad. For the next few years, I lived my best life. Designer clothes, luxury handbags, exotic vacations, I had them all. On my 10th birthday, Mom got me this customized life-size doll that looked exactly like me.
Whoa, Mom! This is the coolest birthday gift ever!
So basically, life was great, but soon Mom's face started showing signs of aging, which made her super paranoid. She ended up blowing tons of money on plastic surgeries and ended up looking like a constipated duck. Mom, did the wasp sting your lips?
No, hon, these are fillers. Don't they make me look exotic?
Moronic is more like it. As if that wasn't enough, Mom started dating the biggest buttheads on the planet who took full advantage of her vulnerability and drove her broke.
Sweetie, I can't afford a private school right now. How about you go back to your old school?
What? But, Mom, Josh is gonna be there too. You know how much he hates me?
Oh, come on, you're both grown up now. I'm sure you'll get along nicely.
Spoiler alert, that did not happen at all. The moment I stepped into my old school again, my eyes met Josh's that were totally mocking me.
Oh my, that fall from grace must have hurt bad, huh?
Stop it, Josh.
Stop what? Didn't you walk around like you owned the town just a couple months ago? And now back to this dump wearing, what's that, last season's clothes?
My dress may be last season's, but it's still better than whatever you're wearing. And why are you so bitter? It's not like I forced you to stay with Dad. It was your choice.
And I don't regret it one bit. But isn't it hilarious that you thought you were too good for us and now you're back to square one?
I so wanted to punch that smug grin off of Josh's face. But before I could do that, someone interrupted us. Hey, Josh, knock it off.
Oh, look, the weirdo wants to play the hero now.
Well, I'm better off being a weirdo than being a jerk like you. Now get going before I tell the math teacher how you got an A on your test. That made Josh's smile falter a bit, and he left. Hey, thanks for that. I'm Matilda. I know, I've seen you on TV with your mom. You're really pretty. Susan held my hand for a long time and gave me the sweetest smile. Since that day, she and I were inseparable. Susan was funny, smart, and her mom baked the coolest cupcakes. This is so good! If I keep eating like this, I'm gonna burst. Nonsense. You still need to put on a little weight to look like her. Like who? My doll! She has the greenest eyes, just like yours. You should totally see her. It was funny how excitedly Susan was talking about her doll. That girl was such a mixed bag of emotions. One moment she could be gushing about her doll collection, and the next she'd stump you with a quantum physics fact that would blow your mind. I really liked being around her, but for some reason, other girls in school avoided Susan. They called her a freak, and no one ever wanted to get paired with her in class. At first, I found it strange, but then I thought maybe it was because Susan was a bit unconventional. Like this one time, she brought a bunch of slimy snails to school because she found them cute. Also, she had a very questionable fashion sense and often turned up wearing weirdest outfits. How do I look? This dress is inspired from Elsa's blue gown from Frozen. The only similarity between Elsa's gown and the abomination on Susan's body was the color blue. But I didn't have the heart to tell this to Susan. So on her birthday, I gifted her a few of my dresses that still had tags on, and she was super thrilled. OMG, Matilda! I've never owned such expensive clothes! I'm gonna keep them in my closet and admire them forever! How about you wear them so other people get a chance to admire them too? Oh yes! You're a lifesaver, Matilda! One day I was walking towards the library when I saw one of Josh's friends snatching Susan's bag as she desperately tried to reach for it. and then the jerk emptied its contents into the trash can. That made me so mad that I walked up to the moron and was about to smack him right in the face when someone grabbed my hand.
What do you think you're doing?
Standing up for my friend.
This girl isn't fit to be anyone's friend. She's a weirdo.
Stop calling her that! She's better than 100 of you put together. Josh tried to say something, but I just punched him hard, took Susan's hand, and we marched out of there. I couldn't believe what a monster Josh had turned into. Good thing I left him when I did. With time, my friendship with Susan grew stronger. Thanks to my guidance, Susan's dressing sense improved dramatically, and thanks to her, I was acing my physics tests. But then one day, something totally crazy happened. I told Susan I had a crush on our school's quarterback, and the next thing I knew, she somehow sneaked into his house and took photos of him sleeping with a teddy bear. Susan then posted the photos on the internet, and that pretty much ended the poor boy's dating career. Geez, Susan, why the heck did you do that?
Oh, you don't know him. He's not the right one for you, Matilda.
I was a bit weirded out, but then thought Susan was just trying to be overprotective. Meanwhile, at home, the situation just went from bad to worse. Mom was totally out of work and decided to sell off some of our old stuff to pay the bills. One day, as I was rummaging through the piles of boxes in the garage, Susan walked in.
Hey, what's that thing in that box?
Oh, it's my old doll. Mom got it custom made for me, but I broke her leg and now it's pretty much useless.
Oh, can I have it? Please?
I don't know.
But you just said it's useless. Please, Matilda, I haven't ever owned a doll this big. If you let me take it, I'll show you my doll collection.
That was the first time Susan had invited me to her home. We usually hung out at my place, and I was low-key interested in seeing her collection, so I let her have it. But half an hour later, when I entered Susan's room, what I saw left me literally shaking in fear. The girl had dozens of damaged, creepy dolls that were either missing an eye, or had a broken leg or arm, or their faces was all scratched or scrawled with black and red permanent markers.
What happened, Matilda? Are you okay?
This girl had an entire collection of Annabelles, and she was asking whether everything was okay with me. Yeah, everything's perfect.
I knew you'd like my collection. Now that I have your doll too, my collection is complete.
Susan looked at the doll in her hands and then at me in a creepy way that made me feel super uncomfortable.
Matilda, your hair looks different than this doll's. Can I brush your hair?
What? No.
Oh, please let me brush your hair.
Susan started looking for her brush and I panicked. What the heck had gotten into her? Suddenly my phone buzzed, and although it was a message from the pizza delivery guy, I lied it was my mom. Mom says she needs me back home. I gotta go now. Bye. I slammed the door behind me and stormed out of the house, completely freaked out. That night, I decided I'd just never go to Susan's place again. Maybe she was a weirdo, just like Josh had said. I thought I'd avoid her in school for some days, but the very next day at school, Susan showed up in an old-fashioned frock just like the one my doll wore.
Hey, Matilda, look at this. Isn't it exactly like the one on Matilda the doll? You can wear it on your birthday.
Okay, this was next level crazy. Look, Susan.
And I brought my hairbrush so you can have the same hairstyle as her too. Let me just...
But before she could touch me, I got up and ran away. I went straight to the school counselor and I told her everything, but she didn't seem to understand how serious Susan's problem was. I'm sure Susan means no harm. I mean, how could a dress or a hairbrush be considered an assault?
But isn't it weird she wants me to look like my doll?
Now you're just overreacting, Matilda. The school counselor was no use, so I tried talking to Susan's mom to tell her how weird her daughter was acting, but she was even worse. My Susan wouldn't hurt a bug. Do you know why she collects those snails on her way to school? 'Cause she finds them cute? No! So they don't get trampled down by other students. My Susan is the kindest soul there ever was. Susan's mom slammed the door in my face, and I actually started thinking if I was overreacting. By the next day, the unthinkable happened. Susan totally stopped talking to me in school. She didn't even show up to my birthday party. And as much as I hate to admit it, I kind of felt relieved. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't that I didn't enjoy Susan's company. It was just that with her around, I never got a chance to interact with other kids. And now, since she was avoiding me, I started talking to the other girls and even made a couple of friends. One day I was coming home from school when someone grabbed me from behind, and before I knew it, I blacked out. When I woke up, I was tied to a chair in a dark room, facing all those hideous dolls I thought I'd gotten rid of for good. What's going on? Let me go!
I'm afraid I can't do that, bestie. Now be a doll and wear this.
Susan stepped into the light looking like a maniac, holding a tattered green frock in her hands. She inched closer to me, a mad look in her eyes. Don't you touch me, you weirdo! But Susan could do whatever she wanted. I couldn't move an inch. Suddenly, she started running her hands through my hair. What are you doing?
Well, we have to dye that awfully boring hair of yours into black.
What? But my doll has brown hair.
Yeah, but mine doesn't.
Susan pointed to a hideous doll wearing a torn green dress. It had green eyes like mine and black hair, and had a tear tattoo on her right cheek.
Very soon you look just like her.
Those words sent a shiver down my spine. I had to get myself out of here. I had to think. Quick! Susan, I love this doll, and I am more than happy to wear this dress, but you have to set me free first.
Do you think I'm an idiot? If I open those ropes, you'll run away.
I won't, I promise. Look, if you're not convinced, why don't you dye my hair first? After you're done, you can free me so I can wear the dress. That seemed to convince Susan, and she started dyeing my hair. It took every ounce of my acting skills to convince her I was thoroughly enjoying the process. Once she was done, she opened the rope so I could wear that awful dress. As soon as I was free, I pushed her hard and ran out of that creepy house as fast as I could. Just as I turned the corner, I bumped into someone and fell.
Hey, are you okay?
Josh! Oh, Josh, I'm so happy to see you! I hugged Josh and then passed out in his arms. When I woke up a couple of hours later, I was in my old home, with Josh's concerned face hovering over me.
Matilda, are you okay?
Yes, I think so. I told Josh everything about Susan's blood-curdling doll collection and what she was about to do to me.
Whoa, I warned you that girl was a freak.
What am I gonna do now? I'm really scared, Josh. Josh thought for a while and then spoke up.
Matilda, no one will believe you unless Susan is caught in the act. Here's the plan. Apologize, pretend you want to be her doll, and when she goes full crazy, just yell psycho. That's my cue to walk in.
Although I was damn scared, I agreed to the plan. I walked back into Susan's den, and as I had expected, she tied me to the chair again.
Now it's time for your punishment for running away like that.
Punishment? What punishment?
You want to look like my doll, right? In case you didn't notice, she has a tear tattoo on her face.
Susan grabbed a tattoo machine and walked towards me menacingly. I was so scared I could hardly breathe. Just as the tip of that machine was inches away from my face, I let out an ear-splitting scream. Right at that moment, Josh broke into the room with Susan's mom, who looked terrified to see what was happening. It turned out that Susan's parents didn't have the faintest idea what a psycho she was. She was sent to rehab, and I never saw her again. As for me, I kept the black hair. It suited me better. A reminder of a chaos I had just endured. Josh and I, well, we got through it all. Our relationship grew stronger, and we found a rhythm that worked for us. You know, as they say, something about the blood being thicker than water. And I learned it's true after all.